Hello, everyone. It says that I'm live. It was like it wouldn't connect, and I was having all sorts of connection issues, and one thing after another. Hello, Michelle. Hi, everyone. Well, I'm continuing. It keeps losing connection for some reason. Can you see me? Hello. Hello. I'm hoping we don't have issues tonight. Hello. Okay, it looks clearer now. Do you guys have sound? Am I coming in loud and clear? Can you hear me? Sound is low. Okay, are you able to try to turn up your volume? And that wasn't being rude. I just try your volume. Okay, you can hear me. Hello, George. All right. So if you can hear me, can you guys hear me? Yes? Okay. Good. All right. So tonight we're gonna do something fun with the Galaxy stuff again. But first and foremost, if you guys were here with me last night, okay. Connie has no sound. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, or just say I can hear you, or okay if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Am I here? You hear me? Okay. So, let me reload mine so that I can see if I can see myself. Yep, I can see myself now live. Okay, good. So, basically, last night if you were here, we did this, and I promised you guys I would show you how it turned out, and this is how it turned out, and I just think that it's just beautiful. It turned out exactly the way that I wanted it to. You can still see that color underneath of it. It's hard to see on camera, that color, but I promise you the color in real life is just splendid. And I think it just turned out super, super cool. I think it turned out great. So, tonight we're going to continue on our Galaxy kick because you guys have all been asking so many questions about the Galaxy stuff, and I want to oblige and I want to do as much fun Galaxy stuff for you guys as I can. So we're going to do another fun and funky Galaxy card, but I'm going to do something very different. Something very out of the box, which you guys know I'm pretty known for, I guess. Would you guys agree that I'm pretty known for pretty out of the box, kind of strange things? I kind of like out of the box, strange things. So I'm going to take a piece of this is our, it's our chipboard, but we call it, it's called Surface Board at Brutus Monroe. And if you haven't tried it yet, I suggest getting yourself some. So I'm gonna cut this at 8.5, or actually I'm gonna cut this at 11 because it comes in 12 by 12. So I'm gonna cut this down at 11. So 11 by 4, 4 1/4. What is the glitter paper called that is sticky? What is the glitter paper? Oh, I missed it. So I'm going to cut this down to 8.5 by 11. And then I'll give myself 2 card bases, because I'll cut it down to 8.5 by 11 and then just cut it down to 4 1/4. So that will give us 2 card bases, right? And I just love this stuff. I love the Surface Board too. Because it's 12 by 12, Trudy. Because it's 12 by 12. So now I'm going to score this at 5. I cleaned off my desk and now I can't find anything. Do you guys know what that's like? Cleaned off my desk and can't find anything. Hello, Tamitha. Belinda, what did you ask? Belinda, wonder if you could use glitter gel pens. Oh, you sure could, Belinda. You sure could. So I'm going to score this at 5.5. And I score on my, I actually just found my Martha Stewart scoreboard the other day. I should get that puppy out because it's my absolute favorite. So I work from the bottom up, is how I make my cards. So this next one, so we're gonna use some stock, which I think is a lot of your guys' favorite. So we're gonna cut this down to 4 by, let's see here. So we'll do it to 4 by 5 1/4. Glitter paper that has sticky on backside. I got. Oh, that is something that has not debuted yet, Angela. It is actually it was a kit exclusive, but don't worry, we have more coming. We have more coming. So this is the so this is 4 by 5 1/4. If you're writing down measurements. Hi, George Agents Hannah. Good, Ken. I did the faux thing last night. Awesome. Good, good, good. Sorry, my computer is to my left because it's charging. It's not in front of me, so I can't see what you guys are saying right away, so I apologize. So, a lot of you guys have asked about... Oh, thank you, Talitha. Oh my goodness, Jerry, wait till you see what I have in store for you for the holidays. Hold on to your Santa hats, is all I have to say. Hold on to your Santa hats. Let me get through this upcoming Monday, then I'll start talking about holiday. Hello in the Philippines, because this upcoming Monday, it's going to be a doozy. It might take everything out of me, but I can't wait. It might take everything out of me, but I can't wait. So, we had a lot of leftover pieces whenever we were foiling the other day. Remember, we had a whole bunch of leftover pieces like this, right? We had a whole bunch of leftovers whenever we were foiling the other day. So, yes, Monday is the big reveal of the company that I partnered with. And I literally feel like I honestly, like, I feel like a kid on Christmas morning because, like I said, this company, I am so beyond blessed and beyond fortunate to be able to work with them. And I can't wait to shout from the rooftops to you guys who this company is. And we have 9 products coming with them. I can't tell you, but you can guess if you want to guess, but I won't tell you if you're right. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and this is something I forgot to mention to you guys the other day, which is so funny that it slipped my mind because it's something that I like to do often, but just haven't done it in a while. So, something that you guys might not know about our gorgeous, beautiful cardstock. And again, if you guys have not ordered this yet, I don't know what you are waiting for. I did not see the release about the Tim Holtz platform. That's interesting. Yeah. I can tell you that I'm very, very good friends with Ileana, who created the original one, so that's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Okay, so let's see here. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, with our beautiful, beautiful cardstock that you guys are able to get. What I didn't tell you guys, whoops, is that this is printed with toner. Colored toner. Colored toner. So, let's see what happens, shall we, when we put something like this over top of that. So let me go ahead and pop this in the laminator that's already cooking. It's already heated up to capacity. So, I wanted to show you guys this because, again, I am very, very, very out of the box, if you haven't noticed. And I like to do really funky, really different, really cool things. And this is going to make it really cool. So it is going to be really, really cool. So let me show you some. Well, I already did some before, and I'll show you those after we bring this one out. Because I will tell you that the foil reacts very differently to the colored cardstock. So it does more of a funky, more of a, it's more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more of a distressed more of a, you know, and you'll see these little pieces of foil floating about because I have them all over the desk. It's more of a just stressed, more of a funky look, more galactic, as I would say. But I'll show you here. Let me peel this off. Oh my word, look how cool that is. Okay, so do you see how cool that is? Well, I don't know that you can foil all color toner, is all I will say. I know you can foil ours, but it has to be a laser printer, which are very expensive. I will say that they're very expensive. So just stick with our stuff, and you can never go wrong. But I'm getting foil all over the place because I don't have my brush here. So here's what this looks like. Again, my goodness, you guys, you get triple, quadruple use out of your stuff. I mean, what? Okay, so here's another one I did earlier, and I did this one on a lower setting, so it's just ever so slightly showing you how you can see those different areas. This one I did with gold, and I love the way this one turned out. Can you guys see that? Look at how cool that is. Isn't that cool? It literally just, I mean, it almost looks like mercury glass. I mean, does that make sense? And look at this one. Isn't that cool? And this one was on the lowest setting. So you can just, like, let me just show you. I hope the light hits it. You can just barely see it. But when the light hits it, it's definitely there. George, if you click the link, right below my picture there, or right below the Chris Round design, you can get it there. Doesn't it, Jerry? Isn't that cool? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little piece of paper towel here, and I'm gonna wipe off as much of that as I can, only because I want to make sure that we have a good, but look at that. Isn't that cool? We are foiling the Brutus Monroe colored cardstock. This is the Blast Off. Oh, I just think that's so cool. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out, and I think I'm actually going to use the gold one. Because why not, right? Let's use the gold one. Shall we? Okay. So I'm going to cut down, and I have little pieces of foil flying all over the place because I am just a wild man. Do you see all the foil flying all over the place? Okay. So now I'm going to cut this down to 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 by, let's see here, 3 3/4 by, and we did this to, I don't have my grid mat here. If you guys, I don't have my grid mat, so this one should be to 5. If you guys don't have my grid mat yet, pick one up, because as in these predicaments I'm in right now, my grid mat has all the common measurements on it. Hope said 5. What am I doing? Wait a second. You can do all of this too. Absolutely. If you got your, if you ordered this paper, you can absolutely do all of this too. Absolutely. And a lot of you guys have been asking me about the, oh, this is my dead one. Have been asking me about the, it keeps buffering, now it's clear down there. No storms in Butler. Okay, so I'm going to place this on there, and then a lot of you guys have been asking about this embossing powder. So I'm going to show you what this embossing powder is all about tonight. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop that on there. Okay, and I love using the Surface Board as a backer because I just think that's super cool. It gives it a really different Really funky, really unique look. Okay. Let's pop this on here. And I love the gold with that blue. My goodness, is that spectacular. Oh my word, is that spectacular. Oh, I'm going to get myself in trouble again. I really should have done this with glue. I'll glue it later. 4-inch. Oh, 5. That's why you said 5, Hope. Thank you, Hope. You guys know that I am measuringly challenged, which is why I use Illustrator to do all of my designs, because the rulers are right on the sides. I just need a big ruler that's here all the time. So, you guys have been asking lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of questions about this embossing powder that you can also get as an add-on. You can get this embossing powder as an add-on, but we are going to use the embossing powder because it comes in the kit. Oh, yeah, Trudy, that's on my, if you guys search grid mat, our grid mat has all of that on it. Luckily, our grid mat has all of that on it. So, again, I cleaned up my desk, and now I can't find a single thing that I need. Here we go. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the I Love You to the Moon and Back, because it's probably my favorite. Isn't that? I know, Belinda, it's like insanity. Because I've been foiling up a storm. It's like literally like it's like our own meteor shower. It's literally our own meteor shower is what's happening in here. So I'm going to take the I Love You to the Moon and Back, because I love all of you to the moon and back, obviously. And I'm going to grab, see, again, when I click, is this happen to you guys? When you clean your desk, do you lose your mind? Because that's what happens to me. As soon as I clean my desk, I did, but let me show you it again. As soon as I clean my desk, I lose my mind. Does that happen to any of you? Here's what it looks like, my friend. There you go. How cool is that? Okay, so now let's go ahead and take ourselves some Brutus Monroe embossing ink. There's still a little bit of chaos. It's just not as bad as it was before. If you would have seen the chaos level I had before, let me turn off that laminator because I feel like I'm fighting with it to talk. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see the release on Monday. You guys have no idea. Now, mind you, I've been working on this with... Hello, Dee. I've been working on this, with this company since June of last year. Since June of last year, if you can believe it. Yep. Oh, yeah, true. Very true. All right, so this is what is called Milky Way. And it has all sorts of really cool granules in it. So let me show you what I'm up to here. Let me put all of this back in here. It's really cool. I mean, it really does look like the Milky Way. Definitely looks like the Milky Way. All right, so let me go ahead and heat this up. Let me heat up my... Okay. So it's going to be kind of tricky for you to see what this says, but you can see it really well in real life, I promise you. So, oh no, you can see it. Oh wait, I need to melt it down a little bit more. I missed a spot. Don't you hate when that happens? I missed a spot. Okay. I think one of my one of my admins got it. I didn't even see if there was a troll. They're good. They're real good. Can you see that? I'm hoping you can see it. Good night. Angela, our embossing ink stays wet until you put something on it, if that makes sense. I'm going to give you guys a little, I'm going to show you guys what this looks like embossed on a larger surface, because that's what I really like embossing it with. It's actually multiple colors, Dana. That's why it's called Milky Way. It's a really cool, really chunky, really chunky galaxy. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll show you what it looks like. All right. I'm going to go ahead and heat it up here in 1 second so you can see just how cool it is. Oh, I lost a little bit there, but that's okay. A galaxy stamp. What kind of galaxy stamp? What kind of galaxy stamp, you say? So I'm just heating this up off camera because my my heat gun doesn't reach all the way over because of the way my phone's plugged in. Oh, you just ordered it? Good. Well, wait until you see what I'm fixing to show you. Wait till I show you what it looks like when you melt a whole bunch of it. You're going to be like, wait a second, what type of trick is this? I'm a crafty hoarder too. That's how Brutus and Earl got started. But what I always say is if you find a good ink that you really like, which I say would be like, you know, all of our inks, get a reinker. So this is what it looks like. It's very, very Milky Way, very spacey. Do you see that? Can you see how cool that is? I mean, it is very different. I mean, it almost looks like granite. Almost looks like granite, but imagine taking this and cutting something out of it. How cool would that be? So cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the I Love You to the Moon and Back, which was done with the Milky Way. Sorry, I was thinking and trying to do something at the same time, which can be very dangerous. All right, so I'm going to take one of our circle dies, which, again, I cleaned up, which was the biggest mistake I could have ever made. I cleaned up. Why did I clean up? Why would I do such a thing? I cleaned up and now I have, like, I have everything, basically. Oh, almost just lost my... the kits have begun shipping. They are shipping out in waves. And the reason we have to ship them out in waves is because our wonderful postman and post lady, who have been so good to us, will only pick up 200 packages at a time, is what their limit is. It's what they can pick up with our pickups. So we are trying to, oh, and there goes my paper trimmer. We are trying to get them out as quickly as possible, but they will only pick up 200 at a time. So because of that, we're a little bit delayed. We're working on getting a special pickup just for us. There's my circle. A special pickup just for us, but they will only grab 200 at a time. So, and we have a little bit more than that that they need to pick up. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, well, thank you, Wilda. They will only pick up 200 of the 200 of our inspiration boxes at a time. Right, Belinda? I know, that's why I feel like such a dinglebat saying that. But yeah, they'll only pick up 200 at a time. Yeah, it's only 200 packages at a time. So I can tell you from our, from when we did our anniversary sale, they had to come back 22 times. Isn't that crazy? They had to come back 22 times. They were not too happy with us, but we provided them with treats, and we provided them with lots and lots of water and Gatorade and goodies. But yeah, they had to come back 22 times. So they were not super happy with us, but they weren't mad. They just weren't super happy. That's all. Yes, isn't that great? We are so fortunate. So fortunate. And I can't wait for you guys to see. No, we did that over the course of a week. That was over a course of the week. But they came back 10 times in the one day, and I thought they were going to kill us. I thought it was all over. I thought they were going to be like, nope. We forgot your address. That's what I said, Penny. That's exactly what I said. I said, wait a second. If we don't have packages and people don't use the mail, how's that gonna, I mean, that seems like counterintuitive to me. All right, so I'm adding the adhesive to the back here. They are great. They're great. They're fantastic. And it helps that I am friends with the manager. I went to high school with the manager. I don't know if you guys know this, but where my store is located is where I grew up. It's where I grew up. So I see a lot of my friends and a lot of people I went to high school with pretty often. A lot of friends that I went to high school with relocated back to the community we grew up in. And it's great. It's a great place to live, great place to have the business. So there you go. So the I love you to the moon and back. Obviously, if you wanted to change that I love you to the moon and back to something that is to something that's a little bit brighter, I may switch it out. I just wanted to show you, you know, what that looks like. What are you putting all this stuff you keep getting in these boxes? Belinda, that's our little secret. That is our little secret. So you can see the background here. And I just think that's super cool. Very, I mean, it has just the right amount of sparkle. Just the right... Anna, all I did was I took our colored cardstock. So the cardstock you can get in the... and I think there's only, even on our reorder, I think there might only be 10 packs of this left. So grab it while you can, folks. But I think there's only 10 packs of this left. Wait a second, you guys. Wait until you see next month's. Wait until you see next month's. Wait until you see next month's. And wait until you see the month after that. Because I just finished designing all the paper for that one today. And I finished designing the stencil for next month and the stencil for the month after that. Okay, so I took this paper that you can get now. It's all shipping out. I think everything should be shipped out to you guys by midweek next week. It's just a little late this month because it's literally, I mean, it's nutso right now. It's, you know, we're just trying to get them out as quickly as we possibly can. So what I did was I just took the negative. So you remember that we did, when we foiled the other day, if you were here when we foiled the other day, we had all these pieces left over. We had a ton of extra pieces left over. So what I did was I just took our cardstock and I ran it through the laminator. So do you see that there? I'm hoping, let me adjust the light a little bit again. You see how that's showing up on there? And then this one's a little bit fainter because I put it on a lighter setting. Excuse me. And then all the deco foil dust is getting into my nostrils. And then I did this one. It almost looks like mercury glass is the best way that I could describe it. It looks like mercury glass and it's just so cool. So cool. Thank you. Thank you for everybody for blessing me. Thank you. I've never felt so blessed in my life. So these are the 3 that I did earlier. But yeah, it's so simple. So easy. And then, I don't know if you guys were here the other night for this, but we did some... Oh my goodness, things are flying across the room at me. That's what I get for cleaning up. We did... Oh my... What in tarnation. Now, why did I clean up? When I tell you guys I'm going to clean up again, please promptly tell me no. Say, now Christopher, remember what happened when you cleaned up last time? So we did some of the... we did some glitter stock, but we foiled it. For most of you guys here for that. So this is foiled glitter stock. Isn't that cool? So yeah, there's a lot of things. I have lots of tricks up my sleeve. Don't you worry. Again, like I said, let me get through Monday. Let us get through Monday. And then we'll chat. Because I want you guys, when you guys see what I have up my sleeves for Monday, whoo, I can't wait. So, that's everything I have for you tonight. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, of course, as I always say, for being a part of my life. Thank you for, for watching me jib-jab, play around, and, entertain you, I hope. Entertain you, I hope. So, that's okay, Kijo. The nice thing about my YouTube Lives is you can always come back. You can always watch it. Monday isn't that far away, which is now making me a little bit nervous because I leave for Junkie Fest on Thursday. So I've got a lot to do before I leave for the Stamp Junkie Fest. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Remember to always create your own ending. Be good to one another. And I can't wait to see all of you guys on Friday. Remember that tomorrow I will not be here. I'm telling you guys in advance. I have to get a lot of things done yeah, everything is slowly but surely shipping. Thank you guys so much for till 3 a.m. Central, right, Belinda? I told you. Thank you all so much for being patient with us. We're doing everything we can to get things out to you as quickly as we can. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate your guys' patience. I have to, like I said, tomorrow, I wish that I could be here with all of you, but if I do not get all of my final inserts done for the dies, you guys, the dies, we don't want the dies to be delayed. The dies should be here in about 3 weeks. If you guys have pre-ordered the dies, that's awesome. I thank you. If you want to pre-order the dies, you can call Heather at the store. But this is what I've been working on to show you how boring things can be. So what I do is I do mock-up proofs of what the inserts are going to look like. So these are what the thank you. So this is they will ship together. Yes, Belinda, they will ship together. So these are what the inserts look like for the dies. So I have to work and make sure that oh, I love to interact. So what I do is I am kind of the final say on how all of these inserts work and how everything, goes together, how the dies look, how the inserts happen. I'm very hands-on with every process at Brutus Monroe, which makes things a little bit crazy sometimes. But like what I do is I take, like, for instance, this is what's considered like a full mock-up, and I have to get these all printed out just to give you kind of a behind the scenes. So I get all of these printed out, and then once they're all printed out, I have to make sure, so basically this would get cut down, so I'll just fold it so you can see kind of for sake of timing. So this would get cut down, and I decided to make sure that all of this fits on here, and then, you can still see, because this will be backwards on the insert, and this will show you what the actual die is. So when I'm kind of, finalizing all of this kind of stuff, and every insert is different. It's a really fun process. And again, I mean, this might not be something that interests you, and this might be something that's silly, but again, I take the number set. This is how the mock-up comes to be, completely plain, completely boring. And then I cut this down, make sure that it fits in the space that's available. Normally, these would have special cut lines on them, and I'll show you again. Would you guys like to see, I think you guys said before that you'd like to see how the design process works. I would love to show you sometime how my design process works, and how, well, I mean, I would show you how my mind works, but I don't know that anybody else would survive in there for 5 minutes. But I will show you kind of how it all works. Like in my office, sometime whenever there's things that aren't top secret up on the walls, I can show you guys. In my office, there are bulletin boards and bulletin boards and bulletin boards, and there are tacks and different things and post-it notes and color samples and all sorts of craziness that goes into the design process. Like literally, like there'll be like one board that will have like this taped with a piece of ribbon that's like hanging down around it like this, and then I'll have the Grape Fizz next to it. Like I have crazy things that are on, like for colors and for different things that I'm planning, and I'll take different items, and it's really fun. So again, if you have not signed up for the Embossing Club yet, get on it, because there's only, I mean, if you want it, it's because there is literally, I think there's like 25 left, but that's not a lot. That's not a lot when it comes to the Embossing Club. So this is Grape Fizz, which is the lots of push pins. Awesome. Yeah, these are the really cool embossing powder of the month. Just so you guys know, Tangerine Twist is now, or Twisted Tangerine, excuse me, I always say it backwards. Twisted Tangerine is now available for everyone to order. It is a limited release. Once Tangerine Twist is gone, it is not coming back as a permanent item in our collection. It is only a temporary release. So once we sell through all of the once we sell through what's left of the club, it is gone forever. It will not come back. So the size of the embossing powder is a full 1 ounce jar. I know that it looks weird, and everyone always asks this. You are not the first one, because our embossing jars are short and stout. They are not the tall ones. I chose to do a much larger mouth. Whoops, oh my goodness, I'm getting crazy. A much larger mouth on it, so it's easier to dump it back in. So ours are short and stout, but it's a full ounce that's in there. You get a full size. You get a full size. Yes. Okay, so I am heading off. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Be good to one another. Remember to create your own ending, and I hope you guys will take a look at some of the new products that are coming. Remember to tune in Monday for an extra special hoorah, hop, skip, and a jump. By the time I get to talk to you guys, you will already see the release, because it will be live on YouTube as a pre-recorded video. So you'll see my face for the first time in a long time. But it's a pre-recorded video that you'll see of the release that was recorded about 2 weeks ago, because I did not think that I would be able to contain my excitement when I went live on that day. I probably still won't be able to. No, I'll be here Friday. I'll be here Friday. I won't be here tomorrow, though, because like I said, if I don't get all of my things done that I need to get done, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be in trouble. If I don't get everything done that I need to get done, like I need a day tomorrow. Like I think I've been live with you guys every day almost for the past 2.5 weeks, maybe. So I need to take one day, one day, so that I can catch up, so I can get more designs and more cool things to you. Because during the day I try to get a lot of that done, but we're so busy during the day at Brutus Monroe headquarters. So it's tough to pull away. while I'm there, especially when we have our awesome partners in creativity. That's what we call our customers. We call them PITs, partners in or PICs. I'm sorry, partner in creativity is what we call our customers. So the partners in, exactly, I can't play every day. So when our partners in creativity come into the store, which are what we very affectionately call our customers, I get pulled away and I want to talk to our customers. I want to ask questions. I want to say, how do you use our products? What can we do differently? What makes more sense to you? You're our partners in creativity. How do we make products easier to use? What is something that you've been looking for? What is something that we can do better? So I always, if you come into the store, and if any of you have been in the store before, I'm asking all those questions. I want to know. I am very, very in depth, and I want to know what you're doing, and why you're doing it, and how we can do things better. Oh, sorry, I had to take a sip of my drink. So, thank you to all of my dear friends and partners in creativity. I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Remember, like I said before, but I can never end the video without saying it, be good to one another. Create your own ending. I love you all. I can't wait to see you guys on Friday. Please, please do something fun tomorrow in the time space that we normally spend together. Do something maybe... watch some Netflix, like you said, or maybe create something and post it on the Brutus Monroe wall so I can see what you guys have been up to. I'll see you all Friday. Thank you so much. Love you to pieces. Bye-bye.